Hey guys, what's going on? This is Tyler, and today I am bringing you a brand new what if, and this what if is going to be what if Gohan went Majin. Now, I feel like with this what if we can actually save Gohan. Instead of making him get an unearned potential unleashed power up, we're actually gonna be take our time with Gohan in this arc. Now, with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to cover. So, let's start the video with our new intro. Remember, credits to Max Man. You guys got to check out his what ifs. The what if Naruto had a Berserk armor. It's pretty fire. Not to mention his channel as a whole and his content as a whole is great. So go check him out. Anyways, let's start with the video intro.
Collecting rings like I'm Sonic. Bitches wanna party. My wrist getting heavy, so I got 'em on a diet. Yeah, flex like I'm Hogan. He always coming over.
Gohan would currently be fighting Dabura, swapping hands and going blow for blow with him. As Gohan seemingly has the upper hand against Dabura, Dabura begins to try and turn the tides with Gohan by using his other techniques. He would keep his distance, trying to spit on Gohan with his stone spit while using his slicing attack to try and overwhelm Gohan. Dabura would begin to laugh, saying how after he kills him, he's going to kill the other two, watching and summon Buu and cause the end of the world. Vegeta, while watching the fight, remarks to Gohan how he's gotten so weak and soft, and how he doesn't even deserve to be called a fighter. All this pressure on Gohan is frustrating him and is pissing him off more and more by the minute. Babidi is now aware that Gohan is having some conflicting emotions. As that's happening, Gohan would see hatred in himself for not being able to help and get the job done. Gohan is just frustrated at the fact that he can't win, and no matter what he does, he always faces problems. When Gohan saw people like Goku and Piccolo fight, he was motivated to try and train and maybe become a fighter, but Chi-Chi shut that down, and for the most part forced him to study and shut him in from the world that he was exposed to. However, Gohan would then say to himself how he doesn't hate this path that he's chosen. He met a girl named Videl, he's doing good in school. You know, everything seemed to be going well for him. However, Gohan would then say to himself how he had no other choice but to take up the mantle of Goku, and how he could have been the main Z fighter or the leader of the Z fighters to save the world and protect the innocent. However, he decided to just become a scholar and follow his own dream rather than protecting the world, you know, being a little bit more selfish. Remember, I'm not saying this. This is what Gohan is saying to himself in his head. At this point, more and more negative thoughts get inside of Gohan's head, and Babidi catches on to this. He then decides that he's going to try and possess Gohan, as he would be a very good addition to his army so they could revive Buu a lot quicker, since Dabura is not doing a very good job. At this point, Babidi gets inside of Gohan's head and tries to control him as Dabura is getting ready to charge at Gohan. As Dabura charges at Gohan, Gohan would then scream as loud as possible and fall to the ground, aching in agony. Dabura would get ready to try and finish off Gohan, but Babidi would say to not do that and completely interrupt Dabura's attack. Babidi would say how Dabura is not going to do a very good job at this point and how they need another ally. And at this point, Goku and Vegeta decide to step in and try and save Gohan. Dabura would try and charge at Goku and Vegeta, but at this point, Goku and Vegeta are not having it. Goku and Vegeta would power up into their Super Saiyan 1 state and both make a combined energy blast which would kill Dabura. After this, both of them would revert into their base and try and snap Gohan out of Babidi's trance. Gohan, who was once screaming in agony, begins to go silent. Once this happens, Goku and Vegeta begin to back up, and Gohan would slowly rise with an M on his forehead. Gohan would turn around, revealing the mark to Goku and Vegeta. Goku would remark how it's the same mark that Dabura guy had. Vegeta would then say, "It looks like he's been put under Babidi's control." Gohan would suddenly shoot an energy blast at Vegeta, and Vegeta would just cough up blood and fall to the ground. Goku would be horrified at what his son has become. Gohan would laugh, saying, "Oh Vegeta, you said I was weak and useless. Well, look at the useless one now," and would just laugh hysterically. Vegeta would barely be alive, and as this happens, the Supreme Kai would quickly grab Goku and Vegeta and use his Kai Kai technique to teleport away. As this happened, Shin would teleport them to the Kai world. While that's going on, Gohan would explode a hole in Babidi's hideout and try and find Goku, but would encounter Piccolo and Krillin. Piccolo would say to Gohan, "He has the same marks as those guys from the tournament. Snap out of it, Gohan." At this point, Goku decides to go back to Earth, as he's really the only one who could try and talk to Gohan or even try and stop him, so Shin makes sure that Vegeta's alright and Goku goes back to Earth. We cut back to Earth, and Babidi would say to Gohan to finish Piccolo once and for all, but Gohan is attempting to fight back. However, Babidi would fully consume his mind, and Gohan would actually attempt to kill Piccolo. However, before Gohan gets the attack off, Goku would teleport in front of Piccolo, saving him and rendering Gohan's attack ineffective. Piccolo would say to Goku, "Gohan isn't Gohan right now, and someone needs to get a hold of him." Gohan would be forced to fight Goku due to Babidi. Now you can argue that Gohan is constantly getting stronger with the Majin Amp, simply because the Majin Amp always lets out your rage, and Gohan has been shown getting exponentially stronger due to rage. So with this argument, you could have Gohan with his Majin Amped SSJ2, he would be able to actually rival, if not overpower, Super Saiyan 2 Goku. And plus, I wanted him to be stronger than Super Saiyan 2 Goku, but weaker than Super Saiyan 3 for this certain scene. Anyways, let's get to there. So at this point, Goku and Gohan have been having a similar beatdown to what Majin Vegeta had with Goku. Gohan and Goku would just be going at it until the point where Gohan would actually be able to overpower Goku quite easily in a Super Saiyan 2 state. At this point, Goku would just get brutally beaten down. Goku would tell Gohan to calm down, but Gohan would just stare at Goku with a serious expression on his face. "Isn't this what you wanted, Dad? For me to let go?" Goku would say, "Yeah, I did want you to let go, to be better than me, but it's not gonna happen. Not like this." At this moment, Goku goes into a Super Saiyan 3 state, and Gohan would get in a fighting stance. But before Gohan knew what hit him, Goku would just neck chop him and revert Gohan into his base form. At this point, Piccolo would then go and recover Gohan, and he would basically go and fly out to the lookout. But first, he would have to go look for Goten and Trunks. Goku would request this to Piccolo to make sure Goten and Trunks are safe. So, Piccolo would find Goten and Trunks, and all four of them would go to the lookout. However, before they go to the lookout, Piccolo actually goes and kills Babidi right then and there. Now, there is a consequence to this. Because Goku and Gohan spilled out way more energy than Vegeta and Goku did in the original, Majin Buu was actually released earlier. Goku would instant transmission to Majin Buu and would get ready to fight him. Majin Buu versus Goku would end up similar to when they fought in canon. However, one change will occur, and that is the fact that Goku would actually leave when Buu and him fought, because Goku had used SSJ3 earlier and wasted more energy than he did in the original. So right when Goku was about to finish off Buu, he would then be teleported back to the other world because he wasted all of his time on Earth. This would mean Gotenks isn't even an option. With this, Goku would teleport to the Kai realm, and he would see Vegeta actually getting ready to attempt to pull out the Z-Sword. Yes, he's going to undergo the Supreme Kai's training. Anyways, we cut to the lookout, and finally Gohan wakes up. He would be put out of Babidi's spell, and he would be confused on what happened. Piccolo would tell Gohan about all the things that went down and what he did. Gohan would apologize for his actions, and Piccolo would say, "It's alright, we know it wasn't your fault. That Babidi guy was influencing you, Gohan. It wasn't your fault." Gohan would then say how it was partially his fault because he didn't know what he wanted to become. He loved his dream of being a scholar, but he also discovered that he also likes fighting and how he has no other choice but to take up the mantle of Goku. So, he's actually gonna make a brand new path. Instead of choosing between fighting and studying, he's gonna do both. He will find a balance between the two. At this point, Vegeta is training with the sword, and he tries to slice off a Kachi block, but it actually breaks the Z-Sword, and the Elder Kai would come out. At this point, Goku knows that no one else can really try and stop Buu, except for maybe Gohan, but Gohan's gonna still need some backup. So at this point, Vegeta's the only one who has a chance to try and help Gohan. And at that point, the Elder Kai decides to come up with the conclusion, like he did in the original, and actually unlock Vegeta's potential. Well, in the original, he unlocked Gohan's, but in this timeline, he's unlocking Vegeta's. We then cut to the Majin Buu side of things, and Evil Buu has been released. He would then absorb Fat Buu, and Super Buu is born. Super Buu would find his way to the lookout, and at this point there is no human extinction attack, because at this point they just are recovering from the fight with Buu, and they have no plan. And at this point, Gohan decides that he's gonna try his best to try and fight Buu and maybe defeat him. They have no other choice at this point. So Gohan gets ready to fight Super Buu at this point. Goten and Trunks and everyone else decide to watch because Gohan doesn't want anyone getting in his way. Will Vegeta get his potential unlocked in time? Will Gohan have any way of stopping Super Buu? Find out in part 2 of What If Gohan Went Majin. thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it, and I'm really excited for this what if, and I really hope this what if blows up, because that means you guys like it and I will be able to put out a part 2. So express your love by hitting that like button. Also, if you're new and this is your first what if watching me, hello, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And with that out of the way, be sure to follow my Twitter and to retweet and basically see what I'm up to on Twitter, and also join the Discord so you can interact with me and other content creators. With that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Bye.